What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about how embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. This is a quote that I heard recently from Austin Butler, and boy, does it ring true in my ears. If you are ever going to be successful with anything in your life, you are going to have to experience this. Embarrassment. In failure, in whatever you choose to do, whatever path you decide to pursue, everything that you want lies on the other end of a lot of this specific emotion. And if I trace back through my life and I think about all of the times that I was embarrassed to start something, or embarrassed to do something, embarrassed to go into the gym, embarrassed to post about my journey in the gym on social media, embarrassed to give my proposal in front of 50 people, embarrassed to make the presentation, embarrassed to ask the girl, I would be a shell of the man that I am today without embarrassment. Embarrassment is what crafts us into the men that we ultimately need to become in order to fulfill our potential. Now, if you're somebody that's watching this and you're thinking, Brandon, I haven't experienced that much embarrassment before, I'm going to have a bit of a call to action for you at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. So what you need to understand is that embarrassment is felt when you take on risk. All right, like I said, when you ask out the girl, when you approach the girl, when you post the video, when you make the investment of your time, your money, and your energy. And when there is risk at play, there is always going to be fear, because nothing is certain. Not everything is always going to work out the way that you planned, even if you put a ton of time or money or thought or energy into it. You are going to experience the failure. And when you get comfortable, you stop pushing yourself. The man that feels no conviction or devotion will never take any risk. He is perfectly content. You might have heard the quote, give a man consistent sexual gratification, good food, cheap entertainment, and he will throw all of his dreams out of the window. How true is that? It's why I'm constantly coming on here telling you guys to stop watching the porn, to stop jerking off, to stop settling for the cheap entertainment, to stop shoving the cheap food into your body, because what it does is it undermines your conviction and your devotion. What does this look like? It looks like, Brandon, I have no drive. I just don't feel like doing anything. Why am I not motivated, Brandon? That's what it looks like. All of these things are corrupting your foundation. Of course there's no devotion. Of course you're not committed to achieving something. Of course there's no conviction. There's no reflection of looking at yourself from a third-person perspective and saying, holy crap, I'm not doing anything, because you're getting everything that you could possibly want in the form of a cheap imitation. The porn, the food, the entertainment, the video games, playing as another character, acting like you're putting in the work, when in reality, you're not doing anything. You're not accomplishing anything great. You're not helping anybody. Ask yourself, why am I not convicted? Why do I have no devotion? You haven't sacrificed anything. You haven't felt the sting of regret, of embarrassment, or pain. Trust me, when you start to feel the sting, when you start to feel the heat turn up, all of a sudden you start to realize where motivation comes from. You realize that it actually comes out of the heat of pain. It comes through the refinement process of embarrassment. It comes through the education that comes with regret. as you continue to move forward through life. Everyone is always going to have something negative to say. Every single person talks shit. Even you talk shit. Yeah, I'm going to call you out because that's the truth. We as humans, we look at other people and we judge. We say, oh, I would never want to do that. I would never want to be that guy. I catch myself doing that multiple times a day. And I try not to be a very judgmental person, but I do. I look at other people and I think, how can they even live like that? How can that dude smell as bad as he does in the gym? How can that guy have that bad of a haircut? How can that guy let his health get so terrible to the point where he can't even stand up by himself in a grocery store? He has to lean on the cart because he's 200 pounds overweight. I look at other people and I judge them. And so do you. And so understand that if we're humans living in a human society, we are going to get judged no matter what. Let go of trying to be perfect, all right? Are you going to try to create a safe space when you feel this embarrassment, when you feel this sting of regret, when you feel this sting of pain, of suffering? Are you going to try to create a safe space? Are you going to try to hide yourself and say, oh my gosh, everything's triggering me right now. I need to go somewhere that's not going to overstimulate me or I'm going to die? Or are you going to understand that facing it head on is actually exactly what you need in order to get stronger? Are you going to choose to run away from your problems and try to get the world to change around you? Or are you going to let it build you a thick skin and become a man that bullets bounce off of? Are you going to be the person that cowers away, that tries to escape, partakes in the escapism, smoking the weed, drinking the alcohol? That's what all those drugs are being used for. The confident people are out there needing to get blackout drunk in order to go talk to the girl. The confident people aren't out there having to smoke a ton of weed in order to escape their reality. They're confident in their reality. Are you going to choose escapism? Or are you going to take the embarrassment and understand that you cast stones at other people? Of course people are going to cast stones at you. This is why having good morals, good principles, and good values are so incredibly important. You are going to get criticized. And some of that criticism is going to be good and helpful. And others of that criticism is going to be terrible. It's going to be soul-sucking. All right? What you have to do is once you've established yourself on a firm foundation of morals, principles, and values, once you can do something and then run it back through your thought process, run it back through the lens that you have chosen to view your life through, you can say, hey, my goal is to help people. Am I helping people by doing this? Am I entertaining people, if that is your goal? Am I educating people? Am I helping people be better versions of themselves? Am I helping those around me? Am I becoming a better person? Once you run it back through all of those and you choose yes, what I am doing is in line with my core principles and my values and my mission, then you can say, hey, this criticism is helpful. Or this criticism is harmful. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take this criticism. I'm going to let it bounce right off of me. Because the truth is, if you are someone, you are going to be hated. Someone is made fun of. Someone is the person that is ridiculed. The one that is known by others. When you are no one, nobody's going to ridicule you. You will be forgotten. You will pass off of the planet. You will help no one, and you will not help yourself. Jesus was hated, despised, and rejected. Oh, but you think that there's a way that you can be your true self and yet not have anybody hate you? But Jesus, the perfect human, was despised and rejected. How is that supposed to work? It's impossible. It's impossible to not have other people hate you. Learn to chase the embarrassment. Learn to adopt it into your daily routine. Learn to lean into the cringe. Go post the video. Go do the dance. Go work out. Go try hard. Go ask the girl. I mean, the amount of people that still come to me and say, Brandon, I don't want to work out because I'm scared that other people are judging me in the gym. It's mind-boggling. These people need help. These people need to understand that you are going to have to become embarrassed in order to become your best self. You are going to have to adopt that. And you are going to have to find your value from somewhere else, not just caring about what those people think of you. It is going to have to come from a firm foundation of morals, principles, and values and your mission that you are on, the things that you want to accomplish. If you're not feeling that passion, go back and find out why. Because the man that feels no passion is probably getting consistent sexual gratification, good sleep, cheap entertainment, and therefore will throw his dreams to the side. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like down below. Drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way through to the end of this video because you've got a killer attention span. I want to give you props for that. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.